and Bluffs, a film podcast by an actor-screenwriter and a former movie theater manager.
My name is Autumn Hart, and I am the movie buff. You can use any pronouns for me, but if you think that's way too many options, just use they, them. Does not matter. I am the actor-screenwriter.
And I am Ky Jones. I am the movie Bluff, and I am the former movie theater manager. A low-level manager at that. How you doing today, Autumn?
You know what? I'm doing pretty good, Ky. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good myself. I'm especially excited that we have debuted our new name to the world. Because dedicated listeners, if you were listening closely, you would have heard that I called ourselves Buffs and Bluff. Buffs and Bluffs.
Yes.
A film podcast.
There's not one single buff.
No,
or one single bluff. There's many film buffs and bluffs.
All of you out there, where do you fall?
Yes.
Are you a buff or are you a bluff?
Let us know right now.
Yes, but we used to be called the Talkies, but we decided to go with the more original Buffs and Bluffs. We thought episode 2 was a great time to make that change, so it's now a fun bit that the podcast was originally called The Talkies. Save that for the upcoming Buffs and Bluffs trivia. Coming around episode 50, probably.
Yeah, it'll be only for the hardcore viewers.
Yes.
The OGs.
You have to be a truly dedicated fan to know that one.
Yeah, God tier level.
Speaking of dedicated fans, I believe there was an award show this weekend.
An award show did indeed happen. At what cost?
A cost for sure.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite moment from the Academy Awards?
I think there's some moments that occurred that I think everyone's talking about. But I think one that we should talk about more than any others is, I think, my favorite crowd cheering moment, which is when Flash entered Speed Force.
So just to lay the groundwork, if somehow you were all consumed by the slap or some other moment in the night, early on in the evening, there was some Twitter poll, I believe it was, or something, where they asked... I thought I heard it was a Twitter poll. Maybe it wasn't.
I hope not, actually, based off of what they showed. They were just showing, like... I think because the theme was cinephiles and people who love movies, they were showing clips of like top 5 moments from fan favorite movies, and from this specific moment happened with like the biggest crowd cheer moments.
Yes, and the list started off very promising. We had Captain America getting the...
No, it was just at the end game when everyone said Avengers Assemble.
Yes.
We said that the hammer should have happened.
The hammer should have been a moment. Yeah, so it was the Avengers Assemble.
When the Spider-Men all get together.
Yeah, 3 Spider-Men. I don't remember what the other moments was, but all of a sudden you're like, I think the 3 Spider-Men was moment number 2, so we're like, what could have beat that?
Yeah.
What crowd favorite moment is about to come up? And all of a sudden, without any warning, there is the Flash.
And it says in the description when Flash enters the Speed Force in Zack Snyder's Justice League. Not Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League. And here's my question.
Yes.
What intern made these? Because not only did they do this, but they literally put that a fan favorite movie from this past year was the new Cinderella movie, which... I don't know about y'all, but every single person I've talked to about that movie says they wish they could take that like hour or 2 back from their lives. But they can't.
See, I have never seen Justice League or Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm a real movie bluff, if you know what I mean. However, the Flash going into the Speedverse, what's it called?
Speed Force. Entering the Speed.
The Flash entering the Speed Force. If you haven't seen that movie, what does that mean? What is the Speed Force?
He's gotta go fast. Here's the real sham of it all. We've had several great Speed Force moments across cinema. I think, if anything, Quicksilver going fast in X-Men definitely, legitimately ranks higher than the Flash entering the Speed Force. Hot take. Maybe, probably not. Let's be real. But even I would say that Sonic entering Speed Force and Sonic the Hedgehog ranks above at least Flash. If not, some might even argue above that of the Quicksilver moment.
You know, there's a movie that I saw once. I believe it's called Cool Runnings. It's about the original Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh.
This is an actual movie. I don't know if I got the title right. I'm pretty sure I did.
Hope so.
Cool Runnings. They have to run fast to, like, get in the bobsled. Mm-hmm. That was more of a crowd cheer moment than Flash entering the Speed Force. What is the Speed Force? To a casual person, I don't know what the Speed Force is.
I think we all, deep down, secretly in our hearts know what the Speed Force is. I think it means something different to everyone.
What is the Speed Force to you, Autumn?
The Speed Force is, I do this little thing where I chug a coffee and then my heart feels like it's, about to end. Yeah. Like it's just beating so fast.
Yep.
I don't want to say that's necessarily anxiety, and I don't want to say necessarily that's out of excitement or nervousness or adrenaline of any kind. I think it's indeed when my heart enters the Speed Force. So that is what it means to me. What about you?
What does entering the Speed Force mean to me? I mean, my thought is, when you wake up, you're running a little late in the morning. You're like, oh, it's time to get a move on. All of a sudden, you spring into action. The coffee has never been drank faster. You somehow survive, though. Your heart is okay. The oatmeal has never been eaten faster. Your shower, seconds. The water heats up like never before. That is my Speed Force moment. And honestly, I think it's more impressive than Flash entering the Speed Force.
I would honestly agree. For sure. But yeah, the Oscars this year, we can all agree, were just absolutely wild. I think it's very ironic that 5 years ago was the La La Land and Moonlight Incident. It feels like, I think that's why people thought a lot of things that did occur were staged or not, whatever it may be. I do get it, and I think especially considering that was your first Oscars that you watched,
it was.
we should mention.
As a true movie bluff, I had never watched the Oscars until this day, and
what an Oscars to start on.
What an opening! I will always remember
your
the
first
Flash
Oscar
going into the Speed Force. Talking about wholesome moments from the Oscars, did you have a favorite wholesome moment?
I would say Liza Minnelli, Lady Gaga in general. My heart was just,
Kristen Stewart existing was very wholesome for me.
That was wholesome?
Yes.
That's an interesting way to put that.
I was happy that she exists. Mm-hmm. I felt whole. And then some. You can't feel more wholesome than that. My biggest crowd cheer moments, whatever outfit Kristen Stewart was wearing. Move over, Speed Force.
Who needs it?
Why is it called the Speed Force?
I don't know, because it's forced and it's speedy.
Was it even a key moment in the movie? They showed a little scene from it. And it didn't seem like even a moment. Like, it seemed like kind of like it was 30 minutes in. It wasn't even that cool. Like, was it at the climax even?
I can't say, because I will be honest, I did not watch Zack Snyder's, because I watched the Justice League and thought, that's enough for me. I don't need to watch this again and more some. And I honestly repressed it. So I cannot recall in full, like, the big deal about it all. But I would say it probably meant something to someone out there if it was put into that. And that is indeed the intern that worked at the Oscars this year.
I question everything sometimes.
Yeah, maybe we're getting a little too existential about an award ceremony of Hollywood's greatest moments and greatest timeline.
You know what I always do to lighten the mood a little bit? When I am feeling existential, I feel like sometimes going back to a sense of clarity and peace and calm.
Yes.
Some people think about the waves of the river or of the ocean. Either way, eventually, the river and the ocean, it runs in to some rocks. Yes, 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 it is time for On the Rocks. Yes, welcome to On the Rocks, the segment where I read reviews from Letterboxd, and Autumn determines if the reviews are on the rocks or on the rocks, meaning on the rocks like that delicious beverage that you enjoy over ice, delicious, or on the rocks, oh, like the water's rising, oh, a little rocky. Autumn, do you understand the rules of the game?
Yes.
Okay, it is time for some reviews. So, I have a pretty exciting display for On the Rocks this week.
I'm so excited.
I believe I have 4 movies. It might be 5. I gotta double check.
Oh, man.
And there was no guessing the movie this time. However, I have, for the final round as always, there is a fun game at the end for you.
Okay.
And I will get to that when we get there.
I love little games.
Yes.
So excited.
Autumn, first up, we have the movie Turning Red. Did you see this movie?
Guy, we watched it together.
That was a trick question. You're already passing.
What if I said no?
I would have questioned
Bad
a lot.
improv.
Okay. This is the review. Your job is to determine if it's on the rocks or on the rocks.
All right. I got this. Mm-hmm.
Turning Red. The girl clearly should have turned into an orangutan. Our DNA is so much closer to orangutans than red pandas. It makes no sense that she became a red panda. Orangutans are so cool and awesome. 1 star because there was sad orangutan joke in the movie.
Did they realize how offensive that is to say? How dare they assume that every person has similar origins to that of an orangutan?
Yes.
That is not to each their own, Mr., Mrs., or Mix.
AJ Mara.
That did not help. That did not help in a proper pronoun. But I'm going to be firm and honest in this moment. For me, I never turned into either.
No.
Yes. Maybe that is a trans experience. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. But I personally am waiting for my moment to turn into a little red thing.
Will it be a panda, an orangutan, or something else?
If I'm being honest with myself, I have 2 hopes and dreams.
Okay.
To one, evolve maybe into a chameleon that just turns red. A little blushy chameleon.
Oh, okay.
Getting saucy with it. Or I love me a good ladybug.
Oh, I love ladybugs.
Because ladybugs, they be giving off this, like, feminine facade, but then knock knock, who's there? Tough shell, get out of my way. And I'm here to do that. I'm here to set you up to think that I'm a dainty little thing. But then the minute that you touch me, you're dead. You're gone. We all know that ladybugs are the fiercest creature.
They are the fiercest creatures.
So I'd say that's on the rocks, derogatory.
On the rocks, derogatory. You heard it here first. Sorry,
Absolutely.
AJ Mara. Okay, secondly, we have an Oscar winner. Spoilers for the Oscars. Jessica Chastain won Best Actress with The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
That's me. You can't see this, but I am recreating the movie poster now, putting my hand
I
over the
see
face.
the movie poster. Great job.
The little eyeball peeking out.
Wonderful job. Okay.
Yes.
This is, I'm sorry, the first review, I didn't, embarrassingly, I didn't reveal it was 1 star.
No, you said that.
Oh, I did? Okay.
You're on
review, we'll cut it out. This review, or leave it in. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
This review is only 0.5 star. The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
What?
I thought it was about an Sorry, let me restart.
You got this.
I thought it was about an optometrist or something like that. I was very disappointed.
Oh my. Oh my.
Your thoughts on him. Sophia Persona.
I'm concerned for the users of Letterboxd and what their expectations are going into films. Because first we have West Side Story and not knowing it's a musical. This is next level. I understand if you're like in Gen Z and don't know who Tammy Faye is. I get it, because that's not something you probably experienced or witnessed. I mean, I didn't. And I don't know if you did.
I didn't know who Tammy Faye was either.
Yeah, so I get that, because I learned from Fundy Fridays on YouTube who Tammy Faye was, and that was the reason I watched the movie a while back, honestly. I saw it not recently, but I have to say that if Tammy was a good old optometrist, things would have gone a lot differently. But I think that she's got an eye for other things.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I don't think she's got an eye for eyes. An eye for an eye. Maybe.
Makes the whole world blind. So what is your review? Is that review on the rocks or on the rocks?
I'm going to say it's on the rocks.
Which one? That's all we need to know. That last...
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
On the rocks. Okay, moving up. Movie number 3 is Tick, Tick, Boom.
Oh, heck yes. Let's get into it.
Half a star from Forrest.
Wait, first of all, that's illegal. Who rates Tick, Tick, Boom with half a star?
Forrest did, and Forrest said, I should have effing watched Marmaduke instead.
Marmaduke?
The actual review says, I should have effing watched Marmaduke 2010. Instead, I hate y'all. And 3 people liked this review.
Telling. Telling.
What are your thoughts on Forrest's review? Should Forrest have watched Marmaduke?
No.
I think that's a movie about a dog.
Yeah.
Is it animated?
Maybe. Here's the bigger issue I'm here to talk about. I'm sincerely concerned. I think I might have to call the film cops on this one. That's right. I mean, ACAB, except when it comes to the film police in the modern era, because this is some ridiculous behavior I'm seeing on Letterboxd. I don't understand personally how anyone can rate Tick, Tick, Boom half a star wholeheartedly and honestly. So very thankful this has got to be a bit. But like, I think that if your taste lie in Marmaduke, the Babadook. That's all my brain is actually thinking.
Marmaduke the Marmaduke.
I just like.
That's the sequel.
Have you seen Babadook?
No, I have not.
It's gay.
Marmaduke the Babadook on the barbecue.
Kai.
And moving right along. So I'm at it's kind of the second to last review, but you only get the last review if you pass the bonus round correctly. I know I originally said you would not be guessing the movie. I lied. You're guessing the movie. So I have 3 reviews here, just like last time, where you not only have to guess the title correct, but also determine if the movie is on the rocks, or if these reviews collectively are on the rocks or on the rocks.
Okay.
By the way, what was your Tick, Tick, Boom review?
My personal one?
No. Was it on the rocks or on the rocks? What Forrest said.
I can't get into that one.
Okay, we are going to go no comment.
Yeah, I thought you were asking my personal review, and I was like, I could pull up my Letterboxd and fill you in, but...
We'll get there. Okay. Here is the first review of an unknown movie. You get one guess after each review.
All right.
Good luck.
Okay.
This is from user Anna Taylor Simp.
Oh.
The review is half a star for this movie from 2021 and 2022. It's a newer movie.
Okay.
Anya Taylor-Joy, in parentheses, Queen, I love emojis. Like love eye emojis. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yes.
Does not appear in this movie. Angry face. 0 stars. Not worth your time. What movie do you think this is?
Any movie that Anya Taylor-Joy was not in.
Does not appear in this movie.
I would say... I'm trying to think of anything that came out last year that she's literally... Last night, it's not the other thing come to my brain, but she's in that. So I guess I have to say... Dune.
Dune is incorrect. Good guess.
That was last week's. It wouldn't be that.
I could have done a little bamboozle switcheroo on you, but I did not.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay.
I trust.
This review is from Barney Webster.
Huh.
Half a star for Barney Webster, and he said, redacted, did not eat Oreo, double frowny face. Never felt so disappointed in a film for not using product placement. Who is Barney disappointed in for not eating Oreos?
not eating Oreos?
All of these reviews, by the way, have something missing from the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Leading to the very low review.
This is a hard guessing game right now because I'm thinking of movies missing all these things.
This movie had a lot of that I guess left some people desiring more, you could say.
And it's probably something from last year.
Yeah, or you something from this year.
2021, though.
I said 2021 or 2022.
You did?
Yes.
Are you
If
lying?
I didn't say it, I'm saying it now.
What? Oh, God. Okay, Encanto.
Encanto is wrong. Good guess, though. And last but not least, this is from Mr. Skettle. 0.5 star. There was no Robert Pattinson nude scene. 0 out of 10. Effing garbage.
Wait, was this Batman?
Yes, it was!
Duh. Oh, my God. Wait, an Oreo!
It was the Batman. So let's just refresh the reviews. Now that we know it's the Batman, we have Anya Taylor-Joy does not appear in this movie. 0 stars, not worth your time. We have Batman did not eat Oreo. Never felt so disappointed in a film for not using product placement. Mm-hmm. And no Robert Pattinson nude scene. 0 out of 10. Effing garbage.
Oh my gosh. Let our Pats have some boundaries.
I didn't know this at the time, but not gonna lie, reading through the reviews of the Batman on Letterboxd, apparently our Pat at one point said that if Batman flops, he'd start to do art house porn. A lot of half-star reviews of people saying, only rating this a 0.5 star, so our Pat does art house porn. So I had to sift through so many art house porn thirst traps to get through to these stellar reviews for the Batman.
I feel like anybody to that last reviewer, just go watch Lighthouse and I think you'll be doing good.
Oh,
it doesn't have quite that, but it's
Mr.
pretty close
Skettle,
enough.
If you're listening, Lighthouse.
Just go
check it out.
It. I think it's.
You know why?
I think that you will feel fine after that and be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good actually. I'll pass.
Yeah, I did want to ask before we get your review of if these are on the rocks or on the rocks.
Yeah.
Did the Batman leave anything to be desired by you?
I honestly, I was longing a little bit more for Joker's trick, but I do think that he hinted at a little bit of a Joker's trick. So it's okay. And if nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about, that is A-okay. We can get into that another time. But the Joker's trick, I think, came in a little bit at the end, and that was the only thing I would have wanted a little bit more of.
Noted.
Mm-hmm.
I would have wanted...
Oh, you're really thinking on this one.
I would have wanted more Oreo. Get some Oreo in this movie. Anyway, with that in mind, you have earned the bonus review.
Yay.
I wasn't going to read this if you didn't get it. It is from House of Gucci. It is from Mega Man 889. And this is what Mega Man said about House of Gucci.
Goat cheese. House of goat cheese.
But listen closely for this one.
Yes.
The only thing I remember about this movie is how badly I had to take a dump while I was in the theater. And how fast Adam Driver was going.
The whole time?
That's my question.
Well, yeah, that could be in reference to a few things.
What
in the
is
movie.
that in reference to? I
think it is the bicycling. I do think, or
he's
maybe
really moving on the bike.
He was moving fast through life. Life's too short.
Life's too short
Adam Driver
for the good old drives.
For the good old drives. For the drives.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? Do you think it was about his bicycling? Was he fast on that little boat? Was he moving on too fast from Gaga?
Ooh, see, I think it is an umbrella term for all of it and for the character. I think that, like the Flash,
it's coming full circle, everybody.
I had to.
Like the Flash entering the Speed Force.
The Speed Force. Adam Driver had to enter the Speed Force. Absolutely, that's what it meant to him.
That was my crowd cheer moment of the Oscars. Is Mega Man really had to go.
Yeah.
But at least Adam Driver was going fast.
If Adam was going so fast, I think you would have enough time to go and take it home. That movie would have been way shorter if he was going too fast. Oh my god. Altogether, they're all on the rocks. I would say solidly come from very important perspectives, both in terms of the Man-Bat and for the House of Goat Cheese.
Yes. Thank you for that review.
Just straightforward. All of them are I think they're all ethical to some degree.
I love that. So, to refresh, we have Turning Red about orangutans on the rocks. We have Eyes of Tammy Faye being about an optometrist on the rocks. Tick Tick Boom and Marmaduke on the grill on the rocks. The Batman and all of its missing pieces on the rocks. And lastly, poor old Mega Man needing to go and having no place to go except into the arms of a speedy Adam Driver. This has been On the Rocks.
Wow.
We'll be right back.
We will. Hello, welcome back to the Buffies and the Bluffies.
Oh, that's us.
That's us. In case you were wondering. That was us. So, Reddit is a very fun place. And that was sarcastic, obviously, because Reddit is absolutely horrifying. Honestly, 9 times out of 10 I look at it and I go, yeah, it's terrifying.
Yes.
But I have found, in light of the Batman film,
The Batman.
I've done some Batman sleuthing, and I found r/Batman.
Okay.
Very fun place to go onto the internet to see all of the hot takes and discussions for Batman lovers. Not Batman's lovers, but for Batman lovers.
I'm very excited.
Yes, so I have a few of the discussion prompts here today for us, and maybe we can get into them a little bit. Maybe not. I'm trying to decide if Reddit is a great talking point or not. So
there's only one way to find out.
We just gotta...
And that's to listen to the takes.
Try it. You'll like it. Maybe. We'll see. All right. So the first one I have here is... Can we all agree that Ben Affleck is the Andrew Garfield of the Batman fan base?
Oh man, I gotta think about this one.
These are big thinkers. We're getting to the philosophy of the Batman.
So, in my head, Andrew Garfield is someone who is great. I love Andrew Garfield. He's always a little unappreciated, though. Unappreciated.
Yes.
Not unappreciated.
I think he's humble, though.
He's very humble. But, like, people didn't like him as Spider-Man that much. Now people love him. Where was the love when he didn't get a trequel?
A trequel?
A trilogy.
Oh.
As someone say.
I think a trequel is when they remake a movie, but then everybody's cast as trees.
Oh, yes. Everyone, pitch my new idea for a trequel. Lord of the Rings 4. Yeah. And Strike Back. Okay.
That is actually what the last Lord of the Rings is. That's a trequel.
Anyway, I think this, so I'm reading into this that Ben Affleck, aka Batfleck, is the most underappreciated of the Batman. And I say absolute bogus take.
Agreed.
Most underappreciated Adam West from the 60s.
Period.
Goofy? Campy? Did I say campy?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did.
It's worth saying twice because, whoa, the camp is there.
The eyebrows painted on the mask. That's
the nose?
The nose. That
in a
nose
square?
Is yeah. It's rough.
It's real bad.
Yeah. And, I mean, just wearing the underwear on the outside of your uniform, that's camp.
And I also feel Batfleck, he's so famous. Ben Affleck. That
he's got enough hype.
He's got enough hype. Andrew Garfield needs more hype. So I say it's a bad take.
I think so, too. Here's the thing.
Is that the game? Is that what I'm supposed to determine if the take is good or bad?
Yeah. I'm asking your genuine opinion, guy.
I thought I was maybe just interjecting.
This isn't On the Rocks where we're indecisive. And sometimes we just gotta say things are on the rocks. This is like, genuinely, let's have a discussion here.
Yeah.
This is the fun of Reddit, I think. it's what we're making of Reddit, I guess, as
what
people
do
that
you
don't
think
use
Do you
Reddit.
agree with me? Do you disagree?
Oh, I
Are we about to have a
100%.
skirmish?
I 100% think this is garbage.
parry?
But it depends on what you mean by the Andrew Garfield of the Batman universe. Because when we say, oh, that's the Andrew Garfield of this, 9 times out of 10, we're referring to someone getting Andrew Garfield the way Andrew Garfield's treated in The Social Network. Because as we have watched The Dropout, we keep going, oh, this character's like the Andrew Garfield. Or, oh, this character's like the Andrew Garfield.
Yes, this is probably a great time to mention that. I've never seen The Social
Wait.
Network.
Are you serious?
No, I've just been going along with that. I mean, yes, I am serious.
I've been
never
doing this-
seen The Social Network, but I know that he gets, like cut out of Facebook in the movie.
Yeah.
It's just something, his Prada's at the cleaner. Is
Oh
a
my
Prada
God.
a car?
Kai,
I've just been going along with it.
no, you're such a good yes-ander sometimes. I've been sold for like a month that you have seen Social Network.
No, definitely not.
Oh my god. I've been literally, every time I say that, you go, oh, absolutely.
They don't
Yeah,
call me the movie Bluff for nothing.
Foiled again.
Oh!
Oh my god. That is so funny because genuinely I've been saying that and you've been so hyping me up.
Yes.
And honestly, I don't think to a genuine person that's seen it would also get it right off the bat. But I thank you for being my hype person in this regard and being like, absolutely.
Of course,
yes,
I'm very happy
this
to do
character.
so. So is Batfleck
In
the one
regards,
who gets screwed?
I
Is this Batmobile at the cleaner?
well, no, I think that Batfleck does the screwing. Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't think I like that I said that, but I do. I think that if anything, a lot of what the Batfleck does is not very as Batman in general. I see no correlation personally between the two. Hot take. Not
Hot
really.
take.
I would just love saying hot take when you say an opinion at this point. In order, like for me, it makes
Yeah.
me feel more confident because I'm like, that way, if anyone disagrees with me, I'm like, it's just a hot take.
It's just
don't
a
worry.
hot take, guys.
Probably
Don't
just
worry
me.
about it. Don't worry about it.
probably
I've
just
seen
me.
The Social Network. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
I can't get over that. I can't believe it. All right, next one.
Yes.
No live action Batman used the police blimp, and I think that's a shame. Have you seen the police blimp?
No, I love... Okay, so this is time to bring up a quick thing about blimps. One of our roommates told us the other day there's like 27 blimps left in the world.
It's a tragedy.
They're an endangered species,
Yeah,
some might
blimps
say.
are... No, it's not what some might say. It's a serious...
This
is a serious problem.
This is an issue.
Bring back the blimps.
Bring back the Batman
And bling them.
airplane.
Bring them back and bling them back.
Bring them back. Oh, you're so right.
Absolutely.
I agree. This is the easiest take I've ever made. 100% yes. And guess who's piloting the blimp in the movie? Andrew Garfield. He is the blimp driver.
That's amazing. I like the idea, because it's a police blimp in the show. I like the idea of turning it into a bat blimp, too, maybe. Instead,
Ooh.
because, at least with Robert Pattinson's Batman, he seems pretty, anti-cop for the most part, except
Yes.
for Gordon, which we all know,
Agreed.
is his side piece, probably. So,
it's not we all know. It's we know.
we know. We know. We know.
No.
We know?
We know.
No.
Yes, so anyway, get Batman, the Robert Pattinson version, inside his blimp. Imagine all the fun he's going to have in there.
I think so. I think he's going to have a grand old time.
Can't you imagine Andy Serkis driving the blimp?
I can, and I will. That sounds amazing. I love that. All right, so for our last little r/Batman.
Okay.
This is gonna be really fun.
Yes.
I think this is getting back a little bit into Draco's trick territory, but I think it will lead us into our ultimate goal with this podcast here today. All right, and that is the discussion of the one and only actor Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. We did already mention him a little bit in House of Gucci.
Oh, let me do my impression of Jared Leto in House of Gucci.
Yes.
Saying the name Jared Leto. Is a Jared Leto.
Oh, that does sound like that really weird character he
it's
played in
a
that movie.
Really bad accent. It's really okay. That's
Wonder
not
if
about
that
this.
contributed to our good buddy having to go earlier. No, never mind.
Okay. Honestly, yeah.
It's like a natural.
He saw Jared Leto's character was like, I gotta let one out now. Oh no. Okay, so this thing I'm about to say is asking, it begs the question, is Jared Leto's Joker bad, or is he overshadowed by other Jokers? Now, I like the idea, first of all, being laid out here, that to have a subpar performance is not bad, but like, it's when you have such an iconic character being done all the time, to have if you just don't do the best job yourself, you're just not feeling it, and just do like an okay job, you're getting the paycheck and going home, does that make your performance therefore bad?
See, this is the hottest of questions, because I have not seen Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad, Justice League, question mark, if he's in that one. No, gotcha. I have not seen
I don't know,
movie.
because when Flash goes into Speed Force, he goes so fast that maybe he could have been right there.
Jared Leto was into the Speed Force the whole time. But okay, here's what I'm going to say.
Yes.
From everything I know about Jared Leto, it's that's a man who can't take a joke.
Yeah.
Number one rule of the Joker. I will not expand upon that, by the way.
No.
Just laying it out.
No, you're right.
He can't take a joke.
I've never seen him laugh.
Needs to take a joke.
He needs to do his little cackle.
Like that.
That was pretty Joker's trick of you.
I'm auditioning for the Joker right now, actually. I'm looking to replace Jared Leto.
Oh, there we go. You do have competition, because there is a new Joker in town.
Yeah, but I hear they may be remaking the Flash sequence of Flash going into this.
Oh, you want to play the Joker in the background?
I need to. They're looking for like a Joker stand-in.
Yeah. Wow, they're already doing a live-action remake of one scene from that movie.
When you become the crowd favorite moment in movies, cheer-worthy moment, whatever it was called.
Yes.
You know what? You start production right away.
Absolutely. Here's a few of the hot takes other people have left on this.
Yes.
Just getting everybody's thoughts into that. He's overshadowed because he's terrible. Personal opinion here, I despise the way his character was written. Just blech.
Just blah.
Spelled out blech.
Blah. Continue.
Is it?
It's still recording. It's just telling me that I don't have that much battery left.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I just want to double check. Sometimes it freezes.
Yes.
All right. You good?
Yes.
Continuing onward. One person said, one word, damaged. Another person said, damaged. And I'm starting to notice there's a lot of comments that say damaged.
What does that mean?
I think it's a tattoo on his face.
Oh, okay.
As the Joker. He's like, he is tatted as the Joker.
Is he damaged, though? Or is he whole? Is he wholesome? Just like Kristen Stewart.
Is he whole and then some? Is he a hole in one?
A hole in... Oh, Jared Leto, the golfer.
Yeah.
Imagine the Joker on the links with Jack Nicholson. Another Joker.
Maybe.
Playing golf like golfers do.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Jared Leto says, time to audition for Morbius. And Jack Nicholson goes, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's my impression of Jack Nicholson. Oh yeah.
Apparently.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I've been working really hard on that.
Yeah, I can tell.
All right. At the top of it, though, I think this sums up the conversation in total. Have you heard his laugh? By default, if you can't laugh, then you shouldn't be playing the Joker. Not sure what they were thinking. And I think that you were onto something when you said that about, like, the Joker kind of needs a little laugh in order to be the Joker. And honestly, Leto is a man that as you said, I don't know if he laughs.
That's what I was going to say, too. Like, there's certain people in Hollywood, not to name any names, Nicole Kidman, who are so... who are... I like Nicole Kidman in many, many movies. However, it could be that she puts on a persona for interviews, maybe. But there's some celebrities that barely seem like normal people anymore. Maybe it's like, a rich lifestyle or, like, constantly dealing with elites, or if you're a regular person in Hollywood, like, you can get hurt that way. I'm not necessarily, like, knocking it in any way. However, Jared Leto is in the class of people who seem like, do you still, like, function like a regular human? Like,
the answer is probably definitely
if you, like, go to, like, a store, can you, like, successfully make a purchase? Like, can you successfully buy a gallon of milk without totally making a fool of yourself?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that all we know about Leto as a person is that he can run a cult, but we do not know if he can buy a gallon of milk. So,
I mean, his resume is being built.
Yeah, it's built.
Pros and cons.
Yeah.
Cult leader, con, not a good milk. Not a good milk.
Not a good milk.
Bad milk.
Bad milk. Yeah, yes. Always sour. I would also say this is a good moment I could drop a little fun, I don't want to call it a factoid, but there is
with a fact.
Within acting, there are a lot of actors who are very anti-laughing at any cost unless it is put in the script that they have to laugh.
Interesting.
I actually had a professor back in college. Anecdote time.
Oh.
I had a professor back in college who was very anti-laughing in scenes, which I never understood. Because I was like, if the character would think something's funny, and if something's obviously a joke, there might be a little giggle there, or just a little, like, especially if you're doing awkward comedy, which is kind of my specialty. Who would have thunk that?
Who would have thought?
Not me. But I think if you're doing awkward comedy, especially, for instance, there's gonna be that awkward little, like, sigh laughter here, there. I mean, don't put it in every freaking line, obviously.
Yes,
like, that's gonna ruin a performance. But it was just so funny how this one specific person just hated laughter in scenes at any cost, even if it was written, like, just get rid of it. And I'm like, okay, aren't we portraying the real life human experience here and trying to be, you know, replications of real people, if not actual real people, if you're in a biopic, I guess. But so that's something that when you say, for instance, this person does not look like somebody who laughs, I think that's a very genuine thing to say about certain actors, because there are a lot of actors who, I honestly couldn't tell you if they do have a little giggle in them. Yeah. Have a little spark of joy.
And you know what? Keep the giggles.
Keep the giggles.
I love a giggle.
Love a good gig. Don't, but do. I was going somewhere with that. And then I just kept saying don't, and was like, is my body okay? Whoa, okay. But, yeah. Speaking of leader.
Jared
Leader. Jared Leader of milk.
The Jared Leader's milk.
Jared, tall glass of milk. Morbius is a movie that exists.
Yes.
And will be coming out here this weekend.
Yes, it will.
Hey, Kai, are you going to go see Morbius?
Yes, I am going to go see Morbius. I believe I'm going with you to see Morbius. I don't know if we've planned it yet, but I have invited myself to join Autumn at the movies.
This is a very bold invitation. I have already stated I was going to go because with my Alamo season pass, not to flex, but I don't really have to pay anything to go see it, and I feel like I'll take the bullet and I will go see it so everyone doesn't have to.
You know, not having to go see it almost sounds like you have like a press pass to go see it. We should just say that.
Oh, hey, thank you so much for making me sound better. I have a special little press pass that's letting me get into it.
I don't have to go to the movie, and they're bringing me as their guest.
I am the movie. And you're just watching the show.
Agreed. So, yes, it comes out this weekend, and that does remind me that very much related to the earlier On the Rock segment. Mm-hmm. While I was looking up Morbius, I was just like, is there any reviews out yet? And there was a couple. One was worth reading, though, and I will read it all to you now. Mm-hmm. And it is from The Daggers. And The Daggers said, I am from the future. The year of my origin is 2049. Morbius is everywhere. The film was the first movie to make $1 trillion. Morbius, Let There Be Love, was just released in theaters from where I come from. This is the start of the world's largest international phenomenon ever. the general public needs to prepare themselves. I warn you. Liked by someone who has an Al Pacino picture in their bio, who rated it 5 stars.
Oh, we gotta take this seriously.
Yes.
This is a big deal.
This is a big deal. The Dangers from the future has come to us and let us know this is going to be a cultural phenom.
Does that mean that we need to stop it? Or does that mean that we have to just let it happen?
I think we need to embrace it.
Tame Impala, let it happen. Erase it?
Embrace it.
Embrace it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to go in.
It does...
Ready to consume.
I think at this point, we're already in such a horrendous timeline that it's just like, well, what will happen next? And I believe that that's going to happen next. But I think we should prepare ourselves and expect the unexpected.
Yes, and related to expect the unexpected, before we go into the movie, I mean right smacking now, we are going to make some predictions for the movie.
Yeah, we're going to make a little bingo bongo card.
Yes, in the style of Jenny Nicholson, to name one, we are going to make some bold predictions before we go into Morbius. Mm-hmm. Make it in a little bingo sheet. The bingo sheet will soon be up on our Twitter and our Instagram. And you can follow along, play along, and see if our bold predictions for Morbius the movie are correct.
Yeah.
So I think step one, Autumn, with any good bingo sheet, is determining what is in the free space. So this isn't necessarily the boldest take.
Yeah.
But it is a take.
Right. I think, can I propose something?
Yes. I have an idea as well. We can compare it.
You do yours first, because I don't think my idea is all that good.
Well, my idea was just Jared Leto is there.
Oh, that was a thought of mine, too. I was going to say that or the MCU logo. But Jared Leto's guaranteed. I don't think we'll get the full Marvel. I don't know if we'll get the full Marvel intro.
I feel the free space is meant to be more guaranteed, though.
Yeah, okay.
So let's say Jared Leto is there. Do you want to make your MCU logo one of the other spots, though?
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
The full intro.
Full MCU intro.
Because, I mean, they could just, flash the little symbol of Marvel instead of showing Marvel Studios. And I can't remember which way it's going to go, honestly. So, why not treat it as a wild card? That could be a lapse in personal judgment here. But I don't know if it's being treated similar to, that of Venom with... Or I really don't know. This is a weird movie.
Well, so far we have 2 great guesses. I propose we alternate guesses to form a movie. And I'm going to bring us straight out of left field right away. And I'm going to say there is a back-cracking scene.
A back-cracking scene?
At one point, Jared Leto is going to be like, oh, my back. Please, someone crack it. And then someone will go like, okay, Jared.
It's Andrew Garfield. Sorry, I always say that not to bring up Andrew again, but because of the Spider-Man.
Yes, there's a back-cracking scene in Spider-Man.
I want Andrew Garfield to show up and break my back into 2. That sounds sexual. I mean it just in a genuine. I need to go to a chiropractor.
You know how we mean it, Garfield. Okay, Autumn, what is your next prediction?
I think that Morbius is going to lose a fang.
Ooh,
just one tooth, one little baby tooth.
I love that. I think there's going to be an elephant in the movie.
Wow.
I'm guessing elephant appears.
Not to talk about the elephant in the room, but that's
there will be an elephant. Okay, what is your next guess?
I think that there'll be a really bad sun joke. Because vampire?
A really bad sun joke. Yes, I think that is a great point. Mm-hmm. I am going to say there was one point where someone is painting.
Yes. Just feels right.
Yeah. Painting occurs.
Good.
Okay, what's up next?
Taika Waititi.
Anything to add, or just Taika Waititi is the...
No, because Taika Waititi is the Vampire King. I feel like this could count as either he shows up out of nowhere, or B, I just scream Taika Waititi while watching it.
Hey, we might be able to check this one off.
Yeah.
Okay. My next prediction is that there is a reference to the movie Titanic.
Oh, interesting.
It might be in a song. It might be in emotion. It might be there's a poster of Titanic on the wall. Okay. Somehow Titanic is showing up. What is your next guess?
My next guess is the F train will make a guest star appearance.
Oh, the famous Brooklyn F train.
It's not just
the famous F train that is in New York City.
Yeah,
more than just Brooklyn.
It's Brooklyn in our hearts, but it is also Queens and Manhattan.
That is very true. My next guess, I'm going to take us a little out of left field. I'm going to say that at one point, I hate to say this, there's going to be a fart joke.
Oh, okay. Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
At one point...
You could say fart/booty, I think.
Oh, I like that.
Not to make it broad, but I feel like there's a trade-off. That's like the same category.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say the next one is Matt Smith is going to strut his stuff.
Matt Smith.
You know what I mean.
We know what you mean. Strut
Wink wonk.
his stuff. Okay, I'm going to say Flashdance. Everyone loves a good flash dance. I mean, flash mob. Flash mob is what I meant.
I thought you meant flash dance like the movie.
Nope, I meant flash mob. Both could show up, but I'm not getting flash mob.
Just a bucket. If he gets like a bucket poured on him,
we're
counts.
We're checking off flash mob.
That
okay, what is your next guess?
I feel like there'll be a Marilyn Manson song in it. I only say that because it just feels like the right kind of problematic. For
Marilyn Manson song.
I just associate Marilyn Manson with Jared Leto because they're in the same category.
Do I know a Marilyn Manson song? Oh, big no. But
I'll keep track.
Okay, I am gonna predict there is one somersault in the movie. Just one. If there's two somersaults, I don't get the point. It has to be one single somersault.
All right.
Okay, we're over halfway done. We got 10. We got 5 each.
All right. Michael Keaton's gonna lose a wing.
Mikey K loses a wing.
Because his wings were always just like going places in Spider-Man.
Yes, that's really a good point. Let's see. What is my next prediction? I feel like I gotta go really bold with this one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say Jared Leto says this specific line. Ow, that hurt.
Oh, good. That's really good.
Okay. What is your next guess?
Oh, strong Iron Man reference.
Mmm.
Because that's not a Marvel movie without one. That might be a given. That could be very well at Free Space, but I don't know.
Okay.
I can't honestly remember half of the trailer off the top of my head right now.
That's okay. I don't remember any of the trailer. What I do remember, though, is I very boldly claim that there was an elephant who appears. I'm doubling down. The elephant gets one confirmed kill. Elephant gets one confirmed kill.
Oh, I got my next one.
Yes.
There's a specific soundbite that's put in a lot of movies where it's this one guy in distress that goes, ah!
Is it the Wilhelm scream?
Maybe. I don't know if that's the title of the scream.
How about I put maybe the Wilhelm scream?
Okay. We can double check this to make sure we're thinking the same thing because I always just think of it as the like, woo! Like, that was a very like flamboyant version of it.
I think you're thinking of the Wilhelm scream, which is what I'm thinking of. It's in like Star Wars.
It's like in every. Oh yeah, I do think so. I think it's just in a lot of movies.
Yes. I believe it's called the Wilhelm scream.
Yes.
Come
on,
who's the movie buff now?
Ooh, I don't know the names of screams.
That's fair. I definitely know it mainly from my love of Star Wars.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. We need to push the envelope a little bit. So there is going to be a scene that's way too long of Jared Leto licking an envelope, and he's gonna get into it, if you know what I mean.
You said push the envelope, and you said literally
licks the envelope. Okay.
All right. This is set in New York City. This movie is.
Oh, wonderful. Right.
That's why I said the F train earlier.
Thought that was just a shot in the dark, not gonna lie. As the elephant very much is.
I'm gonna say there's gotta be at least one. Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, walking here. Okay. I am going to go that someone eats a carrot. Like
Good. That's good for them.
big old carrot munch.
Hacking the carrot.
Yes. Okay. We have one guess each. What is your final prediction?
I do feel like there's been a lot of broken fingers in movies. Some broken phalanges. Phalanges seem to be the hot topic in movies right now. So not to get graphic, but I do have a feeling that there's going to be a solid finger break. But can I add a bonus?
Yes.
Finger bitten. Because it's Morbius, and Morbius likes to chomp chomp.
Yes. Okay, I love that. I love that. And last but not least, the thing that every good movie needs, a really good monkey. I love a monkey. Let's have a monkey be present in this movie.
Oh my god.
You need a good comic relief monkey. Only some movies have them.
I like how you're really pushing exotic animals.
You know what? I believe
and a monkey.
that Jared Leto's Morbius will have both an elephant and a monkey, and the elephant is a stone cold killer.
Woo! That's gonna be a spicy little movie if we can tick all of these boxes off.
So again, follow us on socials to get a glimpse of our bingo board and play along with us.
Yes. I will say, like, real fast as we talk about Morbius,
Yes.
one of the things I was considering to put on here, but then I was like, this is not funny, is I'm very curious to see if this is going to be a problematic movie for the disabled community.
Oh.
Considering Jared Leto might be playing a character who starts disabled and then, like, is a vampire?
Yes.
I'm going to have to see the movie to say this. So this is me speaking kind of like shot in the dark based off of the trailer I've seen a couple times.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that'd be a good space, but I do think that's something to bring up is that, like, ooh, I guess we'll have to wait and see if this movie's gonna be big yikes despite the Leto factor.
I understand that. Yes.
Can I also say that Matt Smith in an interview believe he said something along the lines of, like, he just kind of guessed the whole time about his character too. Because he wasn't given a whole lot to work with.
Uh-oh.
Which makes me very excited for this movie in that regard to see what he does.
This has the chance. We could do pretty good on this big.
I think so too, because we can really expect the unexpected with good old Morbius.
Yes.
This is going to be very interesting.
Stay tuned next time for how we did on our Morbius bingo.
Woo! Nailed that.
Autumn.
Yes.
Do you know what time it is?
It's a solid time for some popcorn.
I think it is time for some popcorn. It's Butter My Popcorn.
Woo! Alright, it's Butter My Popcorn time. Butter My Popcorn is where we just kind of gush about something that we're liking for a solid minute, something that's buttering our popcorn.
Yes.
It is...
Do I need to pull out the timer again?
Yeah, I could pull it up too, actually. No,
okay.
I have a tiny little device. We're just going to speak for a solid minute and about something that we're loving. It doesn't necessarily have to be movie TV related, though I think, at least for me, it typically takes that form. But it's just off the top of our heads. And we got to keep on trucking for a solid minute. And if Kai doesn't go for the whole minute, I'm going to start, like, aggressively, like, shaking my little finger going, like, no, you got to keep going. That's the bit.
Last time I almost didn't make it to the minute.
Yeah, but I will keep you in the know. Would you like to go first?
I would love to go first.
You sound? You ready?
Yep.
All right, ready, set, go.
Okay, what is buttering my popcorn this week is the TV show. This was half of my Butter My Popcorn last week, but it is Our Flag Means Death.
What?
Wow, what a show. What a show. I have 3 episodes to go. I'm 7 episodes in, 8, 9, and 10 are all that remains, and what a show. It's gay. It has pirates. It has gay pirates. Everything that I want. There is complex characters with different ideals and people who are causing others to come out in various walks of life, and there's transness and gayness, and I love pirates. I am a real person who is a slut for pirates, not gonna lie. Big fan of pirates, and boy does this show have pirates, and I just love every second of it. It makes me laugh. It's made me feel things. It's almost made me cry. And you know what? I bet the tears are going to come because I do not know how this is going to end. And what a material.
Wow. 1 minute. Precisely. Way to go, Kai.
I'm so good at this.
I would use that as my butter my popcorn as well, considering I'm on my second watch.
Did I steal your butter my popcorn?
No, you absolutely didn't. I figured that was actually going to be yours because we were loving that show so much.
Yes.
But I figure, like, once you get on a second watch of a show, you gotta move on with what's buttering your popcorn because it may be consistently buttering my popcorn. So it's on the back burner all the time in my brain. The brain rot continues. But I am down for a different butter my popcorn.
Yes, so Autumn, what is buttering your popcorn this week?
Buttering my popcorn this week is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh.
You heard that. I got to see it this weekend for the first time, and I gotta say, I honestly can't firmly give movies the label of like a true masterpiece, but this one I solidly can. It had everyone expressing every emotion to the fullest extent in that theater. I mean, people were screaming, laughing, and people were crying. It was me. I was crying a lot. I do that. It was my Saturday morning therapy movie, of course. But this movie broke so many boundaries that is within the movie industry right now. Not only is one of the main characters queer, but it's all centered around an Asian family, and it shows a lot of different perspectives that these families face that has not been discussed in other works within Hollywood, and it just lets itself be absolutely ridiculous and challenge the concepts we have onto the universe and parallel universes and the philosophy of life. Wow.
1 minute exactly.
Bam.
Wonderful. Sounds incredible. I will potentially have to very much check out that movie.
We can go together because I really want to see it again.
I would love that. And also, maybe I'll watch The Social Network sometime coming up.
That one is one you got to be like in the mood to get angry. Predominantly like Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah. Which is pretty easy to be in the mood for because it's Mark Zuckerberg, but yeah, no, for sure. Also, this is random, but I'm really excited to hopefully watch Juno with you this week.
Yes, I'm excited to see Juno too. Big movie week.
Yeah.
Juno, Here, There, and Everywhere and Everything, and Morbius. What a weekend.
Here, There, Everywhere, and Everything. I love that as the new title of the movie.
Yes.
I missed out.
What is honestly the actual title?
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Oh, I was what they call close enough.
Amazing. Well, I think that's the show for the week. Where can people find you, Autumn? They can find me personally at Autumn Hearts on Instagram and on Twitter. And I have a link tree from those places where you can check out anywhere else. Also, this week, I have my radio show with Wizard Radio. And I'll be interviewing Veronica Fusaro and talking about a lot of cool stuff. I'll be talking about our flag means death, actually, and queer baiting. So if you want to learn more about that, you can go over to that site. I'll be live Saturday the 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's 6 p.m. GMT. You can probably figure it out from there.
That's Saturday, April 2nd.
Yes, indeed. And it's on wizardradio.co.uk. And if you can't catch it live, that's okay, because for the next 7 days, you can then access it at any time on Wizard Radio's site. How about you, Kai?
You can all find me on Twitter at Ky the Bluff, at Ky the Bluff. That is my Twitter handle. Follow me on Twitter. It's a new account. I'm new to Twitter. And boy, is it a fun time. So
we live tweeted the Oscars.
We did live tweet the Oscars. So again, that's at Ky the Bluff. No spaces. And yeah, and then you can find the show at Buffs and Bluffs on all platforms. The word "and" is spelled out, so it is Buffs and Bluffs. Autumn, anything else to add today?
I think we're all good. We're all done. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you. And as we say at the end of every Bluffs and Buffs episode, I said that wrong. Let's say that again. Thank you, yes, for joining us. This has been Buffs and Bluffs, a film podcast. And as we say at the end of every episode, good night. That's not what we say. We say goodbye. Drive home safe and good night.